Well, hey everyone, Legoshi the Gamer here, and today I'm doing another Fortnite video. So I finally found a good time to do a video on Chapter 6, Season 3. Well, actually, this is not Chapter 6, Season 3. If I remember correctly, this is actually called Chapter 6, Season MS1, which I think the MS1 stands for Mini Season 1, which makes sense. This isn't actually a full-blown season. This is just, just a mini season, since it's only going to last a month long. And it's almost, and soon the season's almost going to be over. So considering the fact that this season is only going to be a month long, I better do some videos on this quickly. So yeah, let's get started. So I plan to soon do a review on this season's battle pass, but soon, but definitely I got to do it quick before the season ends and all stuff. And yeah, if I remember correctly, the roadmap, yeah, a roadmap got leaked for what's about to happen in the future, if I remember correctly. And this is kind of similar to the time a Fortnite roadmap for Chapter 5 was leaked, but yeah, it's basically the same thing all over again. So from what was revealed, the real Chapter 6 Season 3 is actually going to be a superhero themed season. More specifically, it's an original superhero themed season. So it's not a Marvel season, and sadly, it's not a DC season. However, we are going to get some DC related stuff, like Robin. We're apparently going to get Robin as a skin, as well as the fact that we're going to get a new Superman skin. And as a person who doesn't have the original Superman skin, I am really glad that we're going to be getting a new Superman skin, which is going to be based off of the James Gunn film that's going to come out soon. All right, so let's see where I'm going to land. I'll try to land on the train, especially if I correctly. If I land on the train, I can get some special loot there. But yeah, the real Chapter 6 Season 3 is going to be like, yeah, it's an original. Okay, I don't think I'm going to make it onto the train, but you know what? We can land over at Seaport City. The thing is, Seaport City, this is going to be the last time we're going to see Seaport City because it's actually going to be replaced by something called Utopia City, apparently, from what I've heard. But yeah, the whole point is that apparently this this whole superhero academy thing is actually going to be funded by Midas, which I kind of it kind of makes sense. I'm not sure if I should say it kind of makes sense. I mean, Midas is after all obviously Midas is Midas after all, so it makes sense that he would be able to afford something like that. But if I correctly, the new villain, the villain for Chapter 6 Season 3 is revealed to be Daigo, as well as Core apparently. Core and Daigo are apparently the villains for that season. And then Chapter 6 Season 4 is whoa, careful. Where the hell? Okay. The interesting thing about this season is that all the weapons are now replaced with Star Wars themed weapons. And these Star Wars themed weapons have unlimited ammo. So it's basically Battlefront. It's basically Battlefront all over again. And speaking of Battlefront, I will soon do my Dark Side video. Not now, but soon. Because, like I said, I'm a very, very busy guy. So these videos might be easy to make, considering the fact that I don't have editing experience or the proper recording equipment. They're still, in a way, hard to make, considering the fact that, I have to go ahead and, So there's lightsabers that we can go and pick up. We're going to try to get up the blue lightsaber. However, considering how far away it is, I don't think I'm going to get it first. And then again, there's pretty much a whole lot of other lightsabers I could have gotten. Yeah, I decided to go for that. I decided to go for the farthest one instead. But hey, I'm not going to doubt myself. There's also there's multiple lightsabers that we can get. There's you can get the red lightsabers, which can give you force lightning, There's another version of the red lightsaber, which is supposed to be based off of Darth Maul. Yeah, which is a Darth Maul themed lightsaber, which you can get Force Throw. Sadly, the Maul lightsaber is sadly not double bladed. Kind of disappointing. You can get the purple lightsabers, which is of course obviously in reference to Mace Windu. You can get those, so then you can get Force Pull. The blue lightsabers will give you Force Push, and then there's other red lightsabers that can give you Force Lightning. There we go. I'm a Jedi now. The interesting thing is that with the lightsabers is that when you get the lightsabers, of course you get all the force powers of being able to double jump, move faster, and yeah, it's cool. However, there's a catch though. The catch is that I gotta remember what the catch is. All right, there we go. The catch is that you can obviously get lightsabers off of defeating your enemies. However, However, you don't get the force powers because you didn't learn to get the lightsaber. You just got the lightsaber from clipping it off of someone's dead body. Which, that actually makes sense. Of course you're not going to get the force powers from not learning yet, just stealing the lightsaber off of someone's body. That's not how it works. I mean, in actual Star Wars, they learned to get the lightsaber, They had to learn how to use the Force and all that stuff. They can't just go around. You can't just call yourself a Jedi when you didn't learn the things and just stole a lightsaber off of a previously dead Jedi. I mean, let's take a look at Grievous. I mean, as you know, all the lightsabers he have are off of Jedi he killed. He's still a Sith Lord. Well, he's not a Sith Lord. I mean, he doesn't have the Force, so technically he didn't get them in a legitimate way. Then again, I don't think robots can be Jedi. Or I'm probably wrong. Robots can actually be Jedi, and I just haven't looked hard enough into the Star Wars universe. Okay, I'm trying to be careful right now. Okay, drink up. Whew, that was quite intense. I almost lost that. Okay. That was honestly scary for a second there. I thought I was gonna die. Alright, let's go. And honestly, I'm glad. I'm honestly glad that the lightsabers don't have durability. Because honestly, that's probably the most annoying part of this whole season has to obviously be the fact that, melee weapons certain melee weapons have durability. I mean, the drill, there's also the ram, which only has limited uses. There's the bat, that also has durability. And then in Chapter 1, there's both blades, if I remember correctly, both the Typhoon Blade and I forgot what the other one was. I forgot what the other blade was called. But both those blades had durability, and it sucked. Because if there's one thing, one of my least favorite game mechanics has to be durability. As much as I like Breath of the Wild, as well as Tears of the Kingdom, which I haven't gotten to completely playing it yet, considering the fact that I have a lot of other games to beat that I haven't beaten yet, as well as the fact that Tears of the Kingdom, from what I've heard, is super long. But yeah, if there's one game mechanic I don't like, it's durability. Well, careful. I'm going to try to be careful, especially since I could lose at any second now. Wait, who's shooting me? Who is... Oh, they're up there, I think. They're up there. Alright, good. Wait, what's down here? Okay, there's a lightsaber there, but obviously I'm already a Jedi, so why would I need a lightsaber if I'm already a Jedi? Whoa, what the fuck? Oh crap! Get in my car. Right, I forgot to mention that they did in fact collab with Knight Rider, which means they got which means yeah, there's a special there's a special cartoon around that. And we died, but hey, at least we lasted for quite long enough for that, and we had an epic duel right there. So yeah, I guess I'll count that as a win. Well, technically, I'm not really counting it as a win, considering the fact that I didn't actually win. But yeah, the only time I count it as a win is if I at least place in the top 10. Anyways, what's next? I'm gonna use Night Rose next, and whereas last time when I was using Nyanja, I of course decided to become a Jedi. This time I'm probably gonna become a Sith Lord. That is, if lightsabers do spawn. Because I think there's some times where lightsabers might not spawn. Or maybe lightsabers do spawn all the time and I'm just not constantly checking the map. Because times I'm just constantly checking the map to make sure that, you know... Throw stones. Where's the glider at? Where's the glider? Okay, this is kind of hard to remember where her glider is. Come on, aha, there it is. Right, and let's get rid of the trail. She doesn't have a trail to run quickly. I am starting to get, since this is of course around Star Wars season, I am starting to get some Star Wars skins. The only Star Wars skins I buy are currently Captain Phasma. She's a Lego Pass skin. Very correctly, we have Apprentice Evie, who is part of the Battle Pass, as well as the fact that we have Poe Dameron, which he's also part of the Battle Pass. I don't like the sequel trilogy characters. I don't like the sequel trilogy at all. So yeah. Then, if I correctly, I bought Luke, Han Solo, and Obi-Wan. I'm thinking of soon getting more Star Wars characters, but that depends if I have the V-Bucks, which, as you can see, I don't. I'm broke. For now, at least. Soon, I will get the V-Bucks to be able to, you know... Night Rose has been one of my personal favorite Tier 100 skin. And again, once again, my first ever time I played Fortnite was in Chapter 5, Season 1. Which, that means Valeria was my first ever Tier 100 skin. That also means Hope was my first ever Tier 1 skin as well. But, yeah. Which means I have to now personally rely on getting remix skins so I can, you know, at least get certain types of skins I want. Like, for instance, Omega. I don't have Omega because I'm not an OG. I have to wait. I'm going to have to wait until... Yeah, I'm going to have to wait until... Was it? Yeah, I'm going to have to wait until the next OG season. But I'm not sure whether or not if I can wait until next OG season, especially considering the fact that the current OG season, as you guys know, it was a bit controversial considering the fact that the skins that were in the past were all skins that were all skins from the item shop rather than actual past skins. Since, as you guys know, Battle Pass skins cannot come back unless if you're past Chapter 5 Season 4. But yeah, but the skins that are not past Chapter 5 Season 4, they can't come back, sadly. So you have to rely on them getting a remix skin in order for you to get them. Like, for instance, Renzo, you can't get Renzo. The only way if you want Renzo is if you can get him and Kuno. Well, not him and Kuno. An FNCS version of him and Kuno, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I have to go and land on the train. Which, yeah, once again, the train is back, except it's not like Kane's train, sadly. Because Kane's train actually made the train way more useful than it was before. Because while the train was introduced in Chapter 5, the problem with the train has to be the fact that the train it could become a bit obsolete. Well, not a bit obsolete. The train literally was obsolete. Wait, someone's on the train. Okay. Alright, come on. But yeah, so we have to wait on the train. Hopefully no one gets on there because if I correctly deal with the train, you could get a special mythic rifle if you stay on the train for long enough, which that's exactly what I have to do if I want this mythic rifle. And I can learn. Oh crap! Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, so then I can get Maul's lightsaber. Come on, come on, come on, come on, hurry up, hurry up. There we go. Okay, okay, take all this stuff quickly. Take it all. Okay, go, 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 go. Okay, okay. If I'm fast enough, I can get it. Hopefully this works. I feel like I kind of wasted that, but let's just go. Drive. There we go. Now we can hit them all lightsaber. So sadly, it's not double-bladed. I wish it was, but I mean, we can't have anything. I'm at least thankful that we actually got a different version of the red lightsaber. All right. Because as much as I love Fortnite, I really do not like its community and how toxic it can get at times. And sometimes the toxicity can lead to them being a bit ungrateful sometimes. And there's times when the Fortnite community starts to get ungrateful and all that stuff. There's times where I stop and think to myself, you know, I hope they stop updating the game to basically teach everyone a lesson on what happens when they're ungrateful. Don't take it the wrong way. I just don't like how toxic they are. Right, all the banks are gone, sadly. Okay. There we go. That just absolutely destroyed them. But yeah, there's pretty much almost, well, I'm not trying to say every fan base, but 9 times out of 10, there's most fan bases that they're just very toxic and can be a bit ungrateful at times. And yeah, I really don't like it and I really do not like it at all. I'm not trying to say all fan bases are bad, because there are some actually good fan bases out there. But what I'm trying to say is that most fan bases can, you know. But, yeah. Okay, ready? Alright, good. I have a lot of videos planned for soon. Soon I know I keep saying I'm going to do this, but once again, I need to find a perfect time to do so. That being, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Right! I forgot, you can pilot, right, I completely forgot that you could pilot this stuff. I mean, what? I forgot, yeah, I completely forgot that you could pilot starfighters. I forgot to mention that. And yeah, as you can see, they can be a bit annoying to deal with. They're basically like I don't want to say it's basically like the Chapter 5 Season 3 cars all over again, because there's some people that think that season is actually very overhated. And I'm with those people, honestly. I am with those people. Honestly, I feel like Chapter 5 as a whole is super underrated and very, very overhated, honestly. Like, I don't think Fortnite has ever had any bad seasons. Just, there's some seasons that can't, you guys get what I'm trying to say, right? I don't think Fortnite has ever had a bad chapter. I think all chapters are good. Just, some are not just, you guys get what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to, yeah, I can't explain it because, I'm trying to explain it well, but I completely lost my thoughts. Especially considering the fact that I'm trying to concentrate right now with being a Sith Lord. Alright, let's see. Okay, so yeah, going back to the whole road back thing, after the superhero season, we're apparently going to get a bug infestation season, which, I am not looking forward to, especially considering the fact that I really don't like bugs at all. I don't like bugs at all. I like, for instance, spiders. Oh my god. I don't like spiders. But that's also because my father also really, really hates spiders as well. How did he survive that? There we go. He did not survive that. That took a while. That kind of took a while. Like, soon I plan to do a whole talk about why I'm excited for Ghost Yote, and I might actually do a remake of my Ghost of Tsushima review, which was my first ever Halloween special. All right, let's continue. Well, I missed that. I literally missed that. I actually thought I was gonna make it, but yeah. Oh, there's a train right there. But yeah, there's gonna be a bug infestation season, and yeah, because the thing is, as I just said, I don't like bugs at all, especially spiders. And I know what some people might. I know that some of my friends that are watching this are probably gonna say that I like Muffet and Angel Dust. Yeah, that's because they're only fictional spider characters. Fictional spider characters, ironically enough, are some of my favorite characters. But spiders in real life, no, absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not, man. Okay. Oh, there we go. Thankfully, I can't take fall damage because this is just anxiety on multiple levels if I just miss the jump. There we go. Wait, what the heck was that? I don't even know what that noise was. Okay, there we go. We're at pump's power. I completely forget about this POI a lot of the times. But yes. So I'm both looking forward to this bug infestation season, and at the same time, I'm not. And then apparently we're going to get our second mini season to conclude Chapter 6, which, get this, it's going to be themed around The Simpsons. Okay. I know Fortnite has done a lot of random and weird stuff, and we've all accepted it. I mean, let's not forget, they literally put Skibbity Toilet in the damn game. And it's just, why? Just why did they do that? That's basically, I don't know. Words could not explain how much I was just shocked and disappointed at the fact that Fortnite actually decided to put brain rot in their damn game. But a Simpsons, I'm not saying that I'm normal with a Skibbity Toilet skin. However, not okay with a Simpsons themed season. What I was trying to say was that a Simpsons themed season. How can you do a mini season themed around the Simpsons? Especially considering the fact that how are you gonna have any weapons themed? There's no weapons themed around the Simpsons and all that stuff. But hey, only time will tell, and obviously sometimes leaks and rumors can turn out to be false. So maybe we're probably not getting a Simpsons themed season. But if we are getting a Simpsons themed season, then yeah, I would definitely do a video on that. I mean, I love The Simpsons, and I mean, ever since they put Rick and Morty and Family Guy in the game, I mean, not just Rick and Morty and Family Guy, they also put Futurama in the game. And from what I've heard, they're going to soon put King of the Hill in their game. Considering the fact that they collabed with those shows, I mean, it's only logical that they would do a crossover with none other than The Simpsons. Then after that, they actually leaked what would happen with chapter 5. I mean, not chapter 5, chapter 7, where apparently where chapter 1 is actually gonna be like gala themed. Like it's gonna be like gala themed, I think. which yeah, that would be cool and kind of fancy at the same time. And then after the whole gala theme, we're gonna apparently get a Norse mythology theme. We're gonna get a Norse mythology themed season. My second, as much as I like Japanese theme, as much as I like Japanese mythology, if there's another mythology I like a lot, it's also Norse mythology. I mean, one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games is Valhalla. I know it's a bit of a hot take, okay? It's a bit of a hot take, but once again, it is my own opinion. Feel free to disagree if you want. But if you agree with me, then good for you. Wow, this match is really long. And I think I might have fewer matches in this, considering the fact that unlike my farewell to chapter 6 season 2 video, I'm actually not dying a lot. And apparently, from what I've heard, I'm not sure if this is true or not, but from what I've heard, we're going to get the third mini season, which will be the first mini season of Chapter 7, which is apparently going to be another Marvel season. However, it's going to be symbiote themed. So yeah, we're going to be getting a Venom themed season. Oh crap! I tried to get on the zipline, but I failed. Alright. Yep, I actually survived that fall. But that's because I had the force powers. If I didn't have force powers, I would not survive. This has to be a bot for sure. This definitely is a bot. Yeah, that definitely felt like a bot right there. That definitely felt like a bot. I can tell bot behavior when I can see one. Well, sometimes at least. There's a starfighter coming somewhere. If I can, we can at least shoot it down. Then, there you go. I don't think shooting it down is a good idea, especially considering the fact that I literally stated that I don't think shooting it down is a good idea, considering the fact that I literally just, that's basically kicking the hornet's nest right there. But hey, at least I placed in 8th place. I count that as a win, at least. I'm counting that as a win, despite me not getting first. But yeah, I'll count it as a win. Alright. I guess for the third and last round, I don't know. I don't know who to use. Honestly, it's time we bring out Baymax for this. It's time we bring out Baymax for this last round. Look, of all the, as you guys probably saw from my chapter 6, my chapter 6 season 1 battle pass ranking, I decided to put Baymax as the number 1 skin. The only reason why I decided to put Baymax as number 1, mainly because of the fact that I just look at him. Big Hero 6 is honestly one of my all-time favorite Disney films. Sorry SML. Despite the fact, if you don't know what I mean by sorry SML, as you guys know, as some SML fans already know, SML, more specifically Logan, aka the main person that made SML and all that stuff, he really does not like Big Hero 6 at all. While it is his opinion at the same time, how could you not like Big Hero 6? Really, I'm just confused. How could you not like Big Hero 6? I mean, Zootopia would be a close second for me. Yeah, Yeah, a close second. Yeah, Zootopia would be a close second. Firefighter is soon getting a sequel this year, along with Bad Guys. Wow, so we got two furry movies that I both consider as my top favorite movies. Literally being, you know what I'm trying to say, literally getting their sequel this year, unless if it ends up getting delayed, which sometimes they might say that they're going to get released this year, but sometimes there is going to be a delay. For instance, the GTA 6 delay. Let's not forget, you guys, GTA 6 was supposed to come out this year. However, it got delayed. And you know, as much as I'm disappointed about the GTA 6 delay, at the same time, let's let Rockstar cook. Okay? Because it's better if it gets delayed than for it to get rushed and turn out like an absolute dumpster fire. I mean, come on. We don't want another 1.0 cyberpunk situation to happen again. Because Cyberpunk 2077 is an absolute masterpiece. However, the fact that I ended up getting a whole bunch of bugs and glitches and all that other stuff right when it first launched, just yeah. People did not like that and all stuff. But yeah, all the bugs and glitches basically ruined the game. But then CDPR actually learned from their mistakes and they actually improved the game, which that means we ended up getting Cyberpunk 2.0. And Cyberpunk 2.0 is an absolute masterpiece because it overhauls every problem it had with the game. It fixes everything. And the Phantom Liberty DLC. The Phantom Liberty DLC is amazing as well. But let's just not forget, you guys. Let's just not forget that. As it may be a masterpiece today, but back then it was just an absolute glitchy mess. Oh crap! Oh crap! Ah! I was not expecting to die. I was not expecting to die that quickly. Okay, I know I said this was going to be my last match, but I'm going to ready up, especially considering the fact that I died very quickly. So I don't want to end my video off on an embarrassing note, do I now? I mean, yeah, I don't want to end my video off on a very embarrassing note. So we're gonna try this. So we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again, and hopefully I last long enough so that I can end off my video on a very positive note and not like this. I don't want to end my video off on a very embarrassing note. Soon I plan to do a showcase of a collection that I started doing. I'm not gonna tell you yet because it's a secret. I'll tell you. I'll do the video on this collection that I've been working on soon. Not now, but like I said, soon. Once the collection gets a bit bigger, because right now the collection is very very small right now. But I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for Disney, if it wasn't for Disney planning to collaborate with Fortnite and all stuff, we would not have gotten Baymax in the game. We would not have gotten. I just went through the battle bus. Yep, I literally clipped right through the battle bus. Anyways, yeah, as I was trying to say, if it wasn't for the if it wasn't for Disney wanting to collabing with Fortnite and all that stuff, then yeah, we would have not had gotten characters like Baymax. Heck, we would have not gotten the Incredibles in the game. Because if I correctly, since Mace Windu's skin is already out, this is the second time we got Samuel L. Jackson in the game. What else is there? Not only that, but I almost forgot. We also got the classic Disney villains, which, if I correctly, the characters that we got were Maleficent, Cruella, and Captain Hook. Which, honestly, yeah, there wasn't thanks. So yeah, so I'm kind of mixed. I'm kind of mixed on my whole opinions with Disney and with Disney collabing with Fortnite because as we all know, Disney lately has been basically ruining everything because Disney pretty much has like the reverse Midas. Like I'm not sure who said this, but I think it was Penguin Zero. I can't tell who said this. I don't know if I don't want to immediately say that it was Penguin Zero, but I don't really know who it was. I don't know if it was Penguin Zero or not, but Disney basically has the reverse Midas touch, where anything that where instead of turning everything that they touch into gold, they basically sorry guys, sorry, my allergies. This is why I don't like spring. I really don't like spring because of the fact that this is when my allergies decide to kick in. So sorry if I end up sorry. So sorry about that. So sorry about that, you guys. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, instead of everything Disney touching turning to gold, anything that Disney touches turns to shit. Like you could pretty much say that Disney is pretty much like the EA of the film industry and all that stuff. But yeah. I also, speaking of which, another video I plan to do is a sequel to my many problems with Nintendo video because Nintendo has been doing a lot of very controversial things lately and all that stuff. That honestly, yeah, I definitely need to do a sequel on the video. All right, let's go ahead and let's get Mace Windu's lightsaber. Okay, someone else wants the lightsaber. But I'm gonna get it first. Okay, gotta make sure there's no one else that wants it. Wait. Is that a... Okay, good, that's not a player. No one's here. Good. Where is it? Aha, there we go. Whoa! I did not notice that there was a player there. He's probably gonna camp me. I have a huge feeling that he's probably gonna camp me as soon as I walk out of this portal. Okay. Run immediately. Where is he? I missed that. That was a close one. That was too close, honestly. Once again, I want to actually end this video off on a high note, not a very embarrassing one. 1, 2. Okay. Dang it, I actually thought the force pull was gonna work. Okay, gotta run quickly. Run. Get in. Another way too close call. But yeah, I soon plan to do another video on I plan to do a sequel to my rant video on Nintendo and all this stuff because I feel like I definitely need to do another one. Okay, careful! I don't want to accidentally hit my car. Yeah, but yeah, I'm also, like I just said, I will do the Sith Lord Battlefront video, which I'm definitely looking a lot forward to doing that. Alright, let's just open up the chests. Ooh, some slap juice. Let's see what's in here. Okay, shield potion. A part of me plans to soon go back to doing some cyberpunk content. When? I don't know when, but I will soon. Okay, there we go. I run a lot faster now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know what? I'm gonna ignore that for now, especially considering the fact that I almost died last time. I'm gonna ignore it for now. To be fair, honestly, I'm kind of surprised with when Baymax came to the game. I was honestly surprised that we didn't get a version, we didn't get an edit style for him, which removes his armor. Since, as you guys know, Baymax wasn't always armored. Okay, okay. Wait a minute. Nope. Yep. I'm not sure whether or not that was a bot or if they went AFK. Alright, there we go. Alright. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, careful. I want to be very careful right now. I don't know where was I being shot at. I think it's all the way up here. Alright, come on, Baymax. Let's do this. What? Oh, dang it. I don't know what was I expecting when I tried to force pull a car. Alright. I gotta drink up real quickly. Oh yeah, by the way, I almost forgot to mention that from wrong blaster. I meant to get that. And I dropped my lightsaber. Okay, anyways, what I was trying to say was that what was it? Okay, there it is. Okay, so what I was trying to say was that apparently from what I've heard, once it reaches season X for OG Fortnite, it's actually gonna transition into season 2. I mean not season 2, chapter 2. Which thankfully that one leak basically answers our question on what will happen if Fortnite OG. You guys get what I'm trying to say. Basically that basically answers the question on what will happen if Fortnite OG manages to reach season X. And I remember when OG Fortnite was announced to actually be returning permanently and all that stuff, there was all that speculation of people thinking that OG Fortnite is gonna, kill the main game off because, but in reality, no. The game is still alive. OG Fortnite bringing OG back did not kill the game. Which, honestly, sometimes I feel like sometimes OG can be a bit overrated at times, in my opinion. Like, I see a lot of people say that Minecraft was old Minecraft was better than is a lot better than modern Minecraft. But when you really look at it, old Minecraft isn't really better, honestly, because if you take a look at all the stuff that modern Minecraft has provided and all that stuff, I mean, yeah, you can really tell that it's quite a huge glow up from old Minecraft. Especially with how limited old Minecraft can be sometimes. I mean, I saw this one video from Sip. I did see the Sip over video of him talking about why old Minecraft was so much better and all that stuff. And some of his points, honestly, Honestly, yeah, I really didn't like what I honestly really didn't like the video, honestly. And heck it's pretty heck a lot of Minecraft content creators even made a responded to the video, only but yeah, I will soon do a whole video on that. I don't know when, but soon. But yeah, I guess right here is a good place to end off right now. I will soon do another video on this, especially considering the fact that, as I did say at the start of the video, that this season's only gonna last for it's only going to last for it's only going to last for a month. So yeah, it's better if I do all this stuff now than later. But yeah. Anyways, you guys, I hope you all enjoyed this Fortnite video, and I will come back to make more before the season ends and before I transition to the hero season. But yeah. Anyways, hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next video. So Legoshi the Gamer right now is signing off. Bye everyone.